game-winning run 90 feet away. Seiya, deep left. It is back. Leaping play, struck by Bud. Cubs win. Seiya wins it. 10th walk-off of the year for the Cubs. A party at second. 3-2 Cubs. Cubs fans, sing it.
Well, Alex and Elise, they were in top voice, and the timing, absolute perfection. With that said, welcome in to Cubs Postgame Live, presented by Yuengling Flight, the next generation of light beer. Wrigley Field doubling as our marquee sports network studios today. And AC, he said it, the 10th walk-off win of the season for these Chicago Cubs. And just like we said yesterday, another complete group effort, Los.
Yeah, how about that momentum carrying it on to today? You just felt that something was going to happen in that last inning right there. You saw it brewing, and it came to fruition.
Absolutely, and for the bases to be loaded in that situation, no outs, Alex Bregman putting the ball in play, you know that was certainly a weight off of his shoulders.
Going up, such a great pitcher, one of the best in baseball. He's able to line that baseball to center field and kept the Cubs in the ball game, in the inning. I thought he was going to go, actually, but no outs. Why take the risk?
Yeah, positive momentum. That's what the fellas are all about right about now, and that's all they continue to get. So let's keep the positive vibes at an all-time high. Let's get to our Make Life Brighter moment of the evening, presented by Pella Windows and Doors. And what are we taking a look at? This one right here off of the bat face of Seiya Suzuki. And you know he's swinging that hard maple. And when things get tangled up in that IV, boy, oh boy, Carlos, it can always be a hornet's nest.
That's a tough play right there. You go in there. We almost lost him in the ivy. When I saw that ball roll over, obviously the dugout erupted, and the whole entire stadium did the same.
Yeah, when you see a team that's been decimated by injury and they can continue to put together quality wins, what does that do to that bond inside of that dugout and in that clubhouse?
It's absolutely huge. This team is so resilient, despite all the injuries, despite all the adversity they had to overcome. Look at where they are right here, right now, trying to finish this second half the strongest way possible.
Yeah, sometimes they say it's better to be lucky than good, but other times they say you go out there and you make your own luck, right?
Absolutely. That preparation. These guys had a great road trip. And I just want you to, I'm going to say this. Early work, everyone was out there working here, even after such a successful road trip, going 6-1.
Sure.
They get back here, they're working right away. They don't take anything for granted. They don't care what the other team's record is, whether they're hot or cold. They came to play.
How about the Cubs and their affinity for a player like Mason Miller? Miller only has 3 earned runs all season long. 2 of them have come versus the Chicago Cubs, and if that doesn't get your wow meter moving, he has 16 hits allowed this season, and 5 of them have come against this team right here, the Chicago Cubs. Whatever it is, they just seem to have Mason Miller's number, and he's probably the dirtiest closer in all the biz.
No doubt. I said this earlier. Miller is one of the best in the game for quite a while now, and yet the Cubs keep on putting together some good at-bats against him, and they did it again today.
Walk-off wins, the 10th.
Cubs
in the catbird seat in Major League Baseball. What does that do for a team to know that we're down, but we're never out?
Yeah, that is just your identity, and you know it. As a matter of fact, you can't wait for moments like that. And that's what I'm telling you. You know, we came up the pathway, right, to get up here. And immediately you could just sense that something was happening. There's an energy going on. And I took out my phone. Immediately, I'm like, something's going to happen. I know this is going to be the last.
This guy's a 14-year big league veteran. He literally had his phone out filming. He's a fan like everyone else that was here taking in this quality win. But that energy, it can't be recreated, can it?
No, and these guys know it. You know, the fans know it. And there's something brewing. And that's what this is all about. Good players, good athletes, you know, big moment athletes, they rise to the occasion. And that's why they're able to put together at-bats like that against Mason Miller, because they know they're going up against the best, so they rise their level. And they did it again tonight. I mean, they just continue to pile up wins, dramatic wins. It does wonders for their chemistry inside.
No doubt about it. The fellas, they were real yeasty tonight, rising to that occasion. So let's go with our GMC professional grade play of the evening, presented by your Chicagoland and Northwest Indiana GMC dealers. This is what it's all about. We're going 9th inning, frame by frame. And how about Dansby Swanson coming up here? The assignment, it was handed out, and he knew what he had to do. Put the ball in play and make them make a play on you. Manny Machado, he's a Gold Glover every year.
Yeah, and right here, you see PCA going to left field. He's got jammed, a good swing, going right back up the middle. These are good approaches. And then, of course,
Yeah. Just looking at that, just the ability to go out there and win a ball game. The Cubs with their 9th win when they hit 0 home runs. And we've seen that before. A team that they just took 2 of 3 from, the Milwaukee Brewers, in the bottom third in long balls in Major League Baseball, but they still have a knack for those W's, Carlos.
yeah, that's it. Just keep on putting together some good at-bats back to back to back to back. And that's how you put big innings up.
Sure.
And it's just passing the baton, not chasing, getting out of the zone, not helping the opposing pitcher. We were talking here, it's like, hey, do not come out of the zone. Make him come to you.
Sure.
That is a process-oriented team. Yes, you rise to the occasion, but how do you do that?
Yeah.
Stay in discipline. And they did so.
Yeah, station-to-station baseball. The fellas in the 9th, they got him on, they got him over, and ultimately they got him in, resulting in a thin 1-run victory over the San Diego Padres in Game 1 of the 3-game set. That's what you want to see, a Cubs win. Ethan Diamond, shining bright. Seiya just walked off the best reliever in the sport. How about our guy Chris?
We love this. Hey,
he's not shocking us anymore.
Fine.
It's been a good day, but as creative as he is, now we're challenging him to take it one step further. I don't see any with you and I on there.
Yeah, no, come on.
See
Let's
this?
go.
Ooh, Cubs this season, absolutely ice cold. And if there's anybody who knows that, it has to be the skipper. Craig, how you feeling?
Yeah, I mean, just very good at bats in the 9th. First of all, Dansby just down 0-2, gets it back to 3-2, and then hits the ball hard that they couldn't come up with. And Pete had a really nice at bat, 2 strikes, very, very nice at bat. Bregman, obviously, so everybody had a good at bat. We took a chance on the fly ball. You have to go on the fly ball. They made a nice play. Say it came through.
He's had some pretty big hits the last few days for you guys. What is this lineup like when he's clicking like that?
Well, I think both sides pitched very well tonight. It was a difficult day to you guys saw the wind. It was a very difficult day. Both sides pitched really well. We got a big hit at the end. Pretty simple.
What did you think of Shota's stuff tonight?
Yeah, I mean, I thought Shota pitched great. I mean, we desperately needed the length, and for him to get into the 7th inning just meant everything, and with a chance to win the game meant everything. So he pitched great tonight.
There have been times where other lineups will be super aggressive with their swinging rate against him. Just how do you feel like he handled how their lineup attacked his stuff?
Yeah, I mean, I thought he did a nice job with it was just a mix, and that's why I think he was successful tonight. But he went through them 3 full times essentially, and mixed very well, and it was obviously. The no walks is a big deal, I think, on a night like tonight. And he's in the strike zone, and obviously no homers is a big deal. But and it's kind of an odd night where he gave up 9 hits, but that's a lot for Shota. He generally doesn't do that. But getting into the 7th inning was the big thing, really, really big.
8 relievers yesterday, a bunch today too. Are they just getting tons of experience in these high leverage with all the injuries? I feel like good experience.
Yeah, and they're pitching good. So we're like I said in Milwaukee, we're pitching the available guys. That's just where we're at, and that's a product of winning games. It's a product of extra inning games, but that's okay. They're doing a great job.
The quality of your bats seem to have been there all year. Maybe not always the result you want with runners in scoring position, but I think Pete said after the game that quality of the bats have been there all year long. How do you look at that element of your team?
Yeah, I mean, I agree with that, and I think that we've been consistent there, and I think it's a strength of this team. I think it will continue to be. Yeah.
Seems to be better this year, and that was another.
Yeah, I mean, it was a great throw. We did a nice job trying to keep him close. But it's a big play. I mean, it's just one less out you got to get. Changes the dynamic of the inning, obviously. But those are big plays, and those are plays that win you games. That maybe not the central role, but supporting roles. Yep.
So the skipper, Craig, facing the music, letting everybody know what makes this team so good. Consistency as well as resiliency. You can hear it from the manager 8 days a week. But, Carlos, take us inside the clubhouse. What does that really mean to a ball club?
You know, you just believe in each other, and you know how to pass the baton. You know, when you're up at the plate, instead of just getting overly aggressive, you stay within yourself.
Okay.
Because you know that if you go to first base because you didn't get the pitch you wanted, the next guy is going to be able to do it. So it's playing, no ego in this ball club. And right here, you see Dansby. Hard hit ball, tough play for Machado. He doesn't make it. Hustle at first base. Now we got a guy on first. This was a good swing. Instead of collapsing, he hits through that baseball. Got jammed, base hit to left. Right here, staying through the ball. Don't try to do too much, because you do too much, it's roll over. And here comes Seiya, who's been absolutely scorching hot.
He has been.
But we know why. He's been really good at getting ready early, the load, process-oriented. And next thing you know, you get the results you want. How do you get results? Staying disciplined with your strategy. These guys have been doing exactly so, and that's why they're getting the results. Yeah. That's what you have to do. Stay disciplined with what you put forth, the plan that you have before the game. You talk to your teammates. Hey, how are we going to approach this guy? What are we going to do? And you just follow through despite the pressure, because when you're in the box and you're in Wrigley Field and all these fans are chanting your name, like when PCA was up, instead of getting overly emotional, he stayed calm, poised, disciplined, and now base hit to left. And then just keep on passing the baton. The Cubs are able to now, wave the W flag.
Absolutely. And we saw Brandt Snedeker, the 10-time PGA champion. He threw out the first pitch. He came by. He joined us during Cubs Live, and we talked about the ability to stand over a 3-foot putt and know that you got it. That's where the fellas are at right now. With these 10 walk-off wins, they're standing over 3-foot putts, and they're jarring them, aren't they?
That's a great point. I mean, that comparison that you made, that's exactly what happens when you're at the plate, and it is a big moment. Instead, he kept on saying this. This is like great insight for young players out there, young athletes. Make the moment smaller. Don't get too emotional. These guys have been doing that in an awesome way. Staying nice, cool, calm, and collected.
Yeah, able to calm things down and make sure that they know that there will be that pass the baton, that next man up mentality. And you see 4 singles in the 9th inning. We told you the fellas now 9-16 with 0 home runs, but just their ability to go out there and win close games. Not only is it their 10th walk-off win of the season, it's their 15th W in a close-knit contest. 15th one-run victory, Carlos. That's the mark of a team that is resilient, isn't it?
Yeah, you go out there, you fight all the way to the end. Think about it. You flip those, you're in trouble. Instead, they've been able to capitalize on their favor. This is why the record is where it is. This is why they're in the fight. This is why now they have good momentum.
Yeah, 24-17 at home, and they're now moving to 8-6 in series openers at Wrigley Field. Being able to get that series off of the runway nice and smooth, that's also the utmost important.
When we look at the whole entire season and we see the ebbs and flows, right? At the beginning of the year, they were very good at just winning series, one after the other, and then they hit a rut. They weren't winning series. They weren't getting that first game. If you punch first, you punch twice. This is a great win right here to start the series at Wrigley, punching the San Diego Padres right on the face right away.
Okay, a whole bunch of punches landed. Jabs, uppercuts, all kinds of good things that you want to see. And these fellas right now, they know what needs to be done. Are they thin pitching-wise? Absolutely. Do they have one of the best offenses in all of the league? 1,000%. Let Carlos Peña scream Placata on TV.
Placata!
Even though nobody went bridge tonight, we're
getting ready for tomorrow now.
That's right. It's all about being able to be in the mix and be in that moment. And one guy we've seen continue to do that all season long. It's our next guest here, Michael Conforto, joining the show. Michael, thanks so much, man. Another quality win. I know you're waiting to get those headphones on, so I'll talk nice and loud. The 10th walk-off win of the season for this ball club right now. What is it about this team that has some of that late-game magic brewing, man?
I don't know. I mean, I don't know if it's, it's definitely the guys we have. We got a lot of experience. We got a lot of guys that, have that slow heart rate, always the same, no matter how big the moment is. And I think a lot of it is the environment, man. Like, just the fans, they get up for the big moments, and there's a little bit of magic, So it's been a lot of fun, and we just can't wait to keep it rolling.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, you get called upon, and right away it's like, Placata! Upper deck right away. I mean, talk to me about that approach. You get called upon, you go up to hit, and you seem to deliver time after time.
Yeah, I think I got a little bit of practice with it last year. I wasn't very good at it, and I had to take a step back and just kind of figure out, how do you stay ready in those moments. You have to sit there and you have to think about, where are my spots, where are my opportunities, and just always, keeping an eye on the bullpen camera, seeing where the lineup is, making sure you've gotten your swings in. Those are all huge things, and I've just tried to envision myself, stepping up to the plate and getting that big swing. And when you do it once or twice, you start to believe that every time you can go up there and you can do something special, and you just kind of carry that over into the next at bat, and that's all just part of it.
How important is that self-talk when you dig in that batter's box? Because that can be a lonely place if you're not positive up there.
Absolutely, I've been there.
Yeah.
We all yes.
I mean, this game is, you're going to be there, and you just have to accept that, and you have to understand that, the preparation you do, all the things that you've done that have brought you to this moment. You just got to let go of everything else, go out there and compete, and try to keep it simple. Have one thought in your mind, and for me, it's just, I'm swinging until I'm not. I'm ready for the heater, and I'm swinging until I'm not, and that's been working so far, and we just keep building, keep working, and keep preparing, and be ready for the moment.
That's all you can do.
We've been talking about that strategy and the approach and the process you're into, mindset, and that's what kind of you've been talking about right now. Is that a common theme among yourselves? Are you guys talking to each other, like, what are we going to do? How are we going to approach this guy?
Yeah, absolutely. Like I said before, we have a lot of guys that are very professional. They all prepare very, very well, and it's like a culture here that I've noticed with guys like Happer, Nico. Pete has really come along in his preparation. Breggy, Dansby. I mean, really, you go up and down the lineup. Everybody is doing their own homework, and they have a plan. And then we talk amongst each other. Especially when times get tough. Like, how do we want to pull ourselves out of what's going on right now? And a lot of times it just comes back to, like, just be you, man. I mean, we work at bats, we walk, and we pass the baton, and then somebody comes through with the big hit. And when we keep it simple, good things tend to happen.
Okay, well, you came through with the big hit right off the top to get the scoring going for the Cubs. You want to revisit? You want to do the highlights with us?
Sure.
Okay, let's check it out. Game 1, Padres, Cubs, presented by Feldco. We're ripping, and so with Shota Imanaga out there on the hill, looking to put the fellas in quality position, and early on, look at Dansby Swanson. The IQ defensively, Carlos, it is next level.
Heads up play, and he does not rush. He does not come out of control. Very nice and easy toss, and gets the out at third.
Yeah, Michael, it makes it a whole lot easier when you have a wizard like Dansby out there, doesn't it?
All the defense.
No doubt about it. Let's keep things moving. And then you see top of the 4th, runners on the corner. Xander Bogaerts, he's a wily veteran, and for good reason, pushes one in. The Cubs, they find themselves in a 2-0 deficit in a blink, Carlos.
Yeah, that pitch right there was just left slightly up, the splitter. You want to get that down.
Okay, Michael, I'm glad we have you here because do you want to take this one? Michael Conforto at the plate.
Yeah, he yanked a little change up there. He was putting it in a good spot, and that one he just yanked, and I was ready for it, and I just, I was actually trying to go up the middle, but when he yanked it in there, I just stayed inside.
Rocket.
Okay, Carlos talks about it all the time, making sure that those feet are quick and those hands even quicker. Getting it through the zone right there. Seiya Suzuki with bases loaded, bottom of the 5th. It looked as if no one could find it. Eventually, they reeled it in. So 2 outs, the run scores just like that. It's a tie ball game, 2-2, Mike. 8th inning, let's get after it. Peeping this one, Caleb Thielbar out there on the slab, and oh, here goes that guy again, Xander Bogaerts. Yep, he was 2 for 3 on the day. He would be walked to get to Freddie Fermin, and Fermin, if this was a decision that Craig will put his head on the pillow tonight and say, that was the right one, Los.
That was good right there. Thielbar throwing that nasty split, change-up thing. It's very difficult to decipher.
That's right. 9th inning, Michael, this is when things would get real fun. Dansby Swanson, we told everybody that he was given an assignment, and he followed through on that. Manny Machado, you don't see him miss too many plays.
No, absolutely not. And the boys just took advantage.
Absolutely. And then Pete, all he did was react to this one, fight it off, nice little fillet shot down the line, and you boys were in business.
business. Yeah.
Staying through the ball right
Staying
there.
through it.
Instead of rolling
I
over.
like that matchup there.
Without a doubt, and I don't think many people would like a matchup versus Mason Miller. We told all the viewers at home he has 3 earned runs on the season, 2 of them courtesy of the Chicago Cubs. There's a knock by Alex Bregman, putting one in play, and then this one lifted to left. Ooh, Michael Busch. We thought there could have been a little bit of space, but how about the heads-up running? Dansby takes the inside path, makes sure that there was not a big piece of breathing room for the catcher, but either way, the play not going in his favor. Seiya Suzuki, however, he was making sure that this one was going in favor of the Chicago. Did you think it was gone?
We thought maybe, man. I mean, the wind was really pushing to left. He got just enough of it, and, you know.
How fun is that, man?
It's so much fun, man. Especially Seiya, he is the best, man. He's so goofy. He makes us laugh constantly, and what a player he is. I mean, the pop he's got.
Yeah.
Short, compact swing.
Okay, tell me about this, Michael. Like, I know that you guys are professionals. You're in the big leagues, you know, and there's some seriousness that takes to play up here. But how fun is this? Just a kid playing baseball. I want to hear from you, from that perspective.
Man, we've done it 10 times this year. We got to be kids running around out there. I mean, we're kids in the clubhouse, and you know, we all take our business very seriously, but, you know, this is why we play the game, man. I mean, just to go out there and feel like a kid again and throw seeds and water and, you know, whatever it is on Seiya there and whoever it is, you know, we've had so many different guys come through with walk-off hits. It brings us closer, man. I mean, look at that.
That's so awesome.
Are there any messages that are sent when it's coming down to the nitty-gritty? Is there anyone that walks up and down the dugout path and says, guys, don't worry, we got this. We're the best team in baseball, and these walk-off wins?
I mean, a lot of it is just unsaid. Like, everybody's going about their business.
Okay.
You know, and there may be some things said in passing, but we're all focused on our job and getting ready for our next at-bat or you know, to go play defense or, you know, whatever it may be. We're just believing that we're going to come through in those moments. So, you know, tonight was good.
Yeah.
How quickly do you let a win like this, right? You enjoy it thoroughly, but how quickly do you say, okay, I'm going to file it and get ready for tomorrow?
You enjoy it for the night, and then you understand, you know, you start thinking about tomorrow, who we got on the bump, and, you know, honestly, it's going to be a lot easier to go to sleep tonight, you know, coming out on top. Getting a good night's rest, and then showing up tomorrow, and hopefully we win by 6.
A 6-run W, that would be a whole lot better, especially for everyone's heart rate, as Carlos just leaned into. Green action. Michael Conforto giving us fans credit for the atmosphere at the Federal Landmark. Oh, look at that. A friend of the show giving some love, and we're giving him some love as well. Michael, as always, thanks for stopping by, guys, and appreciate that inbox approach, being able to drive that first run across to get the fellas back in the ball game, just what the doctor ordered, and Seiya with a little thirst quencher. Just like that, cooled off after a hot W. 3-2, the fellas, they take the series opener, from the San Diego Padres.